Is a Maimer Hasidic discourse from the 9th of Sivan, Shabbos, the Parshas Naso, the Torah portion of Naso, 1983, Tovshim Mem Gimel. The Maimer speaks about the blessings of the Kehanim, the unique qualities and the blessings of the Kehanim, and the Maimer was said during the Fabrengen, during the gathering on Shabbos Naso, the Shabbos after Shavuos, 1983. Maimer is not a long Maimer. Actually, it's 3 pages in a Sefer, but it seemed like, as it was placed here, it was into 2 sides, so it's a full Maimer, 2 pages. So it begins with a verse from the passage of this week, from the Torah portion of this week. By Daber Hashem al Meisha Limer, Daber Elarim Elban of Limer, Keisa Borachos Bnei Yisrael, Amar Lahem. That Hashem tells to Moshe Rabbeinu that he should instruct Aaron and his children that this is the way they should bless the Jewish nation. And Meir Lohem, they should say Yevarechecha Gemer, which are the 3 verses that include the blessings from the Kohanim. Yevarechecha, which is the Yevarecha, that Hashem should bless you and protect you. Yoir Hashem, that Hashem should illuminate His face to you and give you charm. And Yisa Hashem, that Hashem should grant you everything and even more, and to the extent of Yasem L'cha Shalom, and grant you peace. And then it concludes with an additional verse, V'somu Shmi al Bnei Yisrael v'ani avarachem, that V'somu Shmi, that they should place my name on the Jewish nation, v'ani avarachem, and I will bless them. Which this is the beginning of the Maimer that the Rebbe opens the Maimer with, which is the verse, as mentioned from this week's Torah portion, Parsha Naso. The Rebbe says in Ikachoshev Kanhei in Yonim, that he mentions over here in this Maimer 5 different things. Gimel HaBrachas, the 3 blessings, which is He should bless you, He should illuminate you, and He should grant you everything that you need. And then he adds, V'achakach meiseveit breis brachas v'somu gemer v'ani avarachem. And then Hashem adds 2 additional brachas, which mean B'somo Shmi, they should place my name out in the Jewish nation, and I will bless them. The Bebeis HaInyanim Achrein movement Shabracha Yinyan Ayla B'Yeser. Then in the last 2 brachas, which is the additional passage, in addition to the brachas, the blessings itself, it is understood Shabracha Yinyan Ayla B'Yeser, that the bracha is a very, very unique B'somo Shmi, Shmi HaMiyuchat. That when it says Shmi, my name means my unique name, which is without mentioning which name it is, so we know it's the most unique name amongst all the names, the sacred names of Hashem. Vani avorachem, and then comes Vani avorachem, that the Eibishter blesses them Pchinas Ayin, that the name Ani, the word Ani is also, the letter is Ayin, which means nullification, which means a very high, unique level in godliness, which is removed from this physical world. And the reason that it is called Ayin is not because it is nothing, but on the contrary, it's the true being, the true essence. But it is called Ayin because we are not able to understand it. Which this is, as Chassidus explains, that there is 2 things. There is Yesh, there is a being, and Ayin, there's nullification. So the union of Ayin is basically, it means negative. It means nullification. So Chassidus explains there is 2 ways of looking at it, from 2 perspectives. There's the perspective from the lower world, when the lower world looks at the higher world and says Ayin. What does it mean, Ayin? It's not that it's nothing, but it's the true being. But Ayin means that they cannot grasp it in their understanding. It's considered, they can't understand it. It's higher than their understanding. On the other hand, when from the perspective from above, looks at the world and says the world is Ayin, that means that the world is truly nothing. So there's 2 explanations in the word Ayin, depending from what perspective it comes. V'chein muvan gam mitchilas hakosav diksiv ke'sevorachu sevorachu eisis b'kisrei. That sevorachu, the word sevorachu means you should bless. So the letter sevorachu in a different sequence spells out the word b'kisrei in his crown. Shabracha hi nailas b'yeser, that the bracha comes from a very high level, mepchinas hakesef, from the crown. which is the highest from the attributes, higher than the regular 10 attributes that starts from wisdom and everything that follows, but it's from Keser, the crown, which is higher than all the attributes. And in the same sense that a crown is over the head of the person, in the same sense, Keser, the attribute of Keser, is something that is over all the other attributes. So this is the union of blessing. So the Rebbe continues, although in many places it is mentioned that there is a unique quality in prayer in comparison to blessing, the bracha draws down from the source of something, which means it does not change anything in the source, it just brings down from the source that it should come down in this physical world. Tefillah, prayer, could accomplish a new will. Because the union of tefillah is that a person could nullify a decree and b'meila bring out a new will by Hashem. So therefore, although we know there is a unique quality in prayer in comparison to blessing, it is known that birchas kehanim, the blessings of the kehanim, are not to compare to the other brachas. As it's mentioned in many drushim, and especially in the Maimarim of the Admur Marash, the Rebbe Marash, in the Hasidic discourses of the fourth leader of Chabad, based on what the Tzemach Tzedek, his father, writes, Birchas kehanim is a lot higher, greater than the other brachas, and it also has the maila, the quality of tefillah of prayer. So it's actually a double benefit. That it can accomplish a new thing, which means in the same way that prayer could nullify a decree, in the same way the blessings of kehanim, in addition to being a blessing, it also has the quality of prayer, which means that it can also make a change in the source and origins of the inyanim of the different matters as they are in this physical world, as they are in the higher world. This is the union of Keisevarachu, the Birchas Kehanim. What is it? Drawing down the blessing from Birchas Kehanim comes down from the union of Keser, which Keser, the crown, the attribute of the crown, in comparison to the 10 attributes, is considered like a crown. It is considered like ayin. It is considered like nothing. Because when we say, for example, the attribute of Chochmah, when it comes from Keser, it says, V'chochmah ma'ayin timotze, that Chochmah comes from nothing. What does this mean? That in the same sense that something comes from nothing, in the same sense, the inyan that comes from Keser, that when Chochmah comes from Keser, it seems like such a remote distance between them that it is like we don't see the source, which is Keser, and it is considered like created from nothing. V'chochmah ma'ayin timotze, that Chochmah is considered like coming out from ayin, from nothing, because we don't see the original source where Chochmah stems out and comes from. So therefore, from the attribute of the crown, that then it is drawn down in the three blessings, which are Yivarechecha, he should bless you, Yoyer, should illuminate you, so he should give you more hases than regular measurement. And in addition to that, also the two brachas, which is Vishomu Shmi Bnei Yisrael, that they should place my name, and Al Bnei Yisrael, Vani Avarachem, and I will bless them. So now the Rebbe begins elaborating and asking different questions on this inyan, on this topic, on the brachas, on the blessings of the kehanim. It is known that the what the Alter Rebbe, the founder of Chabad, as he explains in his Hasidic discourse on this very verse, what is the explanation of the sequence of the blessings? It seems that they're not really in the right sequence.